When I don't properly adjust the leg straps, when they're too loose, it becomes difficult to sit using just my body strength. Usually, when they're well adjusted, I can sit by leaning my body backward, lifting my knees upward, and shifting myself to slide into the harness. But if I left the leg straps too loose, the seat will shift towards my back, making it much harder to sit. When that happens, there are two techniques I can use. The first, and most recommended, is to place both brake handles in one hand without pulling on the brakes, because that's a common mistake. Students tend to do this and start braking the wing. I should grab and hold the brakes up. Then, with my free hand, I grab the harness, this part right here, and sit down. After that, I grab my brake handles again. Now, it might happen that even trying this technique, I don't have enough strength to sit with just one hand. In that case, as a last resort, I need to first move away from the mountain, from any cliffs, and from any obstacles like other paragliders. Then, I slowly raise my hands, never release the brakes suddenly because the wing will surge forward. If I'm pulling the brakes, I raise my hands slowly, and when my hands are fully up, I let go of both brakes, grab the harness, sit down quickly, and then grab the brakes again. When I release the brakes to grab the harness and sit down, I have to do it as fast as possible. This should take just 1 or 2 seconds. I can't be fumbling around without the brakes in my hands. It's like this. I let go, make the move, sit down, and immediately grab the brakes again. Another common mistake students make when using this technique is that as they release one brake and use their hand to support themselves on the harness, they unconsciously turn towards the side they're leaning on. Number 6, must maintain my heading, facing into the wind, hands up, and when I sit down, my body should be neutral. I shouldn't lean toward the side I'm supporting myself on. I need to keep my body centered and balanced. Grab here, sit down, and stay as upright as possible, facing into the wind. So, to summarize, if I can't sit using just my body strength, I place both brakes in one hand, grab the harness with my free hand, and sit down. 2 common mistakes. 1. Breaking the wing unintentionally. 2. Turning towards the side I'm supporting myself on. If I don't have enough strength with one hand, I can release both brakes. But for that, I need to move away from the mountain, raise my hands slowly, grab the harness with both hands, and sit down. Now, if I'm using either of these 2 techniques to sit, whether with one hand or both, and I'm flying with a harness that has the reserve handle on the side, I need to be especially careful to support myself on the front or side parts of the harness. Never on the back part, where the reserve handle is, because while sitting, I could accidentally deploy the reserve parachute, and that would be very dangerous.